Think we're live.
Okay, we are. So hello and happy Wednesday, Wellness Wednesday. So Robin and Kim here again. We're going to talk about how to stay positive in a toxic climate slash world slash environment because it's all going on right now. And so we think it's really important and because also it's Healthy Aging Month. So this is part of our mental health. And we think it's important because we've both been going through interesting things with the current environment going on and how best we can deal with it. So we're going to share some positive things you can do. Of course, they're going to be positive. We're going to share some things you can do that we think are really important that we're putting in place. We hope this helps you. So my first one is, and this is part of my nature anyway, is to look for the positive in anything. And that's probably easy for me to do, but I do maintain that because I feel like looking for the positive in any situation, like, and I'll give you an example. If you're running late, if I'm running late for something, I think, well, or you run into a traffic jam or something's going on. I thought, well, you're being protected from something maybe down the line, right? So there's always got to be some kind of positive about it. But I feel like always kind of reframing things in a positive mode helps me anyway. So what about you, Robin?
I'm working on that, Kim. The traffic thing. I'm working on that.
Well, I know.
I'm a work in progress.
Yes.
Okay. So, first I want to say is today is a tough day, 911 or 9/11 and 911, 9/11. And I'm sure, we're all thinking about that in the back of our minds today. So I just kind of wanted to bring light to that, even though I know that I don't mean to. But the one thing that I will say is what 9/11 did for this country was it brought people together.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, it's a negative thing that did. And I wish for us more positive things bring us together than negative things, now and in the future. So I just kind of wanted to bring that to light. Okay, so my first thing that I do, guys, and I try to do it every single day. I don't always do it every day. I'm not going to lie to you, but most days when I'm in a regular routine is I do guided meditation first thing in the morning. It sets me straight. It grounds me. I like to do guided. I use an app, and there's lots of apps out there because you can pick out on my app, say you don't feel joyful. You can pick out meditations for joy. Say you're feeling lost or whatever. You can find a meditation for feeling lost, or how to be found, or how to ground yourself, or how to get away from toxic situations. There's all kind of meditations, and I'll tell you, it helps because I go back through the day, and if something happens, that clicks right into my head. Okay, what did my meditation say today? Okay, then I turn my whole world around and move on in a more positive way, like Kim said, because I like guided meditation. You guys, and if you don't want to pay for an app, go to YouTube because there's tons of them out there for free.
No, thank you. That's great. Yeah. I like that. I should do that.
Don't say should. You get to do that.
I get to do that.
You get to do that.
That's right. That's right. So my second one is, and this is a big one, I think, is to limit your social media input, what's coming in at you. Because I feel like, and I use social media for my business, and so I'm on there quite a bit, but I realize I got to filter out. There's some negativity on there, especially now. There's so many extreme things going on, and I'm like, I gotta just keep my distance from that. So limiting your social media thing is helpful, and even the news can be very leading and also negative. I mean, there's just a lot of negativity too. So anyway, that's my second one. What about you, Rob? What's your second one?
Okay, so my second one goes right along with what you're saying, and it's setting boundaries. So whether you're setting those boundaries with your social media, or whether you're setting boundaries with a family member, with a friend, with a coworker, whatever it is, you get to set your own boundaries. You get to control what you're around and what you want to listen to. And it's funny that you brought the social media up, because this morning I was just like, are you kidding me? Because I do the same thing. I put a positive quote out every single day.
No, you do.
And I've done this for years because I want to put something positive on social media. When I go through a feed, I certainly don't want to see negative and toxic things. I want to see I want to see your kid's birthday party.
Yeah.
I want to see your vacation. I want to see your family pictures that you love. That's what I love social media for, or your business, so that I can support it. And this morning, I set my boundaries. There is an unfriend button. And I just push it. Or there is a what is it called? Hide button.
Block or
You
hide
can
for 30
hide
days. Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
But I don't have any qualms about it. And if someone would ever ask me, either personally or through Messenger, which they have before, why did you unfriend me? I'll say, because
Yeah.
I set my boundaries and I don't want to see anything negative. And I'm sorry if that offends you, but I'm not, it's my feed, it's my home, it's my neighborhood.
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah,
I love that. And yeah, so that's good. I like that. Um, so my third one is to do something nice for somebody else, because that always makes you feel good, I think, when you can help somebody out or do something nice for somebody, and out of the blue too, if they're not expecting it. I think
absolutely.
that's a feel good for you as well, It's a
And
win-win.
that can linger for a long time because you always have that memory of helping
Yes.
someone else,
Yeah,
knowing how it made them feel and how it made you feel. And then it brings back those rushes of good feelings. And
absolutely.
who doesn't want good feelings rushing through their body, right?
Absolutely.
Please.
Yeah.
Okay, so my next one is surround yourself with positive people, people that have the same interests. So like Kim and I, we surround ourselves with each other because we are both into health and fitness, and we know that that makes us smile and happy and feel good. So whatever it is you do, if you play pickleball, surround yourself with pickleball people, surround yourself with people you like to bike with or hike with, whatever feeds your soul, find that person.
Mm.
Because 9 times out of 10, like Kim said last week when we first got on our call, we talked a little bit before. She said, man, I'm just feeling like, just like blah, like so much on the outside. And I said, yep. Because, chances are they're going to feel the same way you do because you have the same interests and the same mindset.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. So one of mine, I gotta realize, first of all, I'm not in charge of the big picture.
Yep.
I know who is, it's not me. So
Yep.
I use prayer to like help me either understand or deal or accept whatever, is going on. And I think that is a big one that's helped me too. It's like just realizing, who's in charge of the whole big picture,
Yep.
you know,
Yep.
just, okay, there's a reason. So
Yeah. That's a good one. That's a really good one.
thank you.
Um, so my other one, let's see, what else do I have? Steer clear and don't get drawn in.
Hmm,
So,
that's a,
like there was a quote once, and I was trying to find it today, and I found one that's kind of close to the one that I found a long time ago. And it says, ignore people who threaten your joy. Literally, ignore them. Say nothing. Don't invite any parts of them into your space. And that kind of goes along with this. Like we all know, we know the people that thrive on negativity and are miserable and want everyone else around them to be miserable. So you get to ignore them. It's like setting a boundary, but it's a really big boundary.
yes, yeah, I think that's really important. Like trying not to be around toxic people, a toxic
Yep.
situation, removing yourself. Setting the boundaries, like you said, is huge. And so, and I gotta realize it's like, we're all humans, right? We all have our own beliefs, our opinions, and,
Right.
just respecting each other, I think is a big one. Instead of I hate all the name calling
Oh,
and,
respect.
and the hate,
That's the
yeah.
word. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, respect. And there's a lot of hatred. I mean, vitriol and hatred going on. I'm like,
And I don't
we all just
understand
get
it.
along. Yeah,
I know. I don't understand it.
yeah,
I just don't.
yeah.
Well, and it goes back to kind of like what you said, who's in charge?
Mm,
Like, we're not in charge.
yeah,
Just because we feel a certain way doesn't mean that everyone in the world is going to feel the same way.
yeah, exactly.
And I think that's what we need to think about more.
Yeah,
We need to go to that, and we need to be that.
yeah.
So, yeah.
So is it your turn now or mine? I
I
don't.
think it's yours. It's
Okay,
yours.
this is my last one. This really helps me is to go outside, go for a walk. That just clears my head, just gets me out in Mother Nature and, see the trees and the birds and the flowers and it just soothes my soul. So I love that. So that's my last one. And it's kind of like a walking meditation
Hmm.
going outside.
That and then exercising too, just in general, like get out, clear your head, do some go to a yoga class. Let
Yeah.
me tell you, if you go to a yoga class and if you have a really good instructor who
Mhm.
who uses verbiage
Yes.
that sings to your heart and your soul,
Mhm.
they can help you like a meditation can help you.
Yeah.
So I hope that I'm that type of yoga instructor, just don't go through the motions, but you talk about, and I might not do it every single time, but I do try.
Yeah.
um, okay, my next one is talk to someone. And so I mean, Kim, I don't know if you felt better after you talked last
I
week or
did.
not.
I did.
Just to know that you're
Yeah.
not the only one.
Yeah.
Chances are you're not. And then I have another one. You said it was your last one. Is don't react. And that
Mm,
is so difficult.
it is.
It's so difficult
Yep.
because instantly your shoulders go up and you're ready. You're like a
Yep.
snake and you're ready just to say,
Hackles go up.
don't, yeah. But we just have to take a breath
Yeah.
and just say, you know what? Like Kim said in the beginning, it's out of your control and there's nothing we can do about it but set our boundary or ignore it.
Yeah.
Just try not to react. And then I have a couple, can I read a couple quotes that
Sure,
I have too?
absolutely.
And I shared these this week just because I knew Kim and I were doing this. As I said, I share these on a week or daily basis. So observe and learn instead of react and respond. Everything doesn't need your reaction. Let
Yeah.
me say that again.
Yeah.
Everything doesn't need your reaction. Conserve your energy for what matters. And
Mhm.
I think we lose sight of that too. Like what really matters?
Right. Right.
What really matters?
What's a
And
real,
then
yeah, first
go
world
go.
problem was the third.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, first world problems,
Yeah.
right? I say that on a daily basis.
I
Like,
know.
seriously. Um, and then the older you get, the more you realize having a peace of mind is more important than proving a point.
Oh my
And
gosh.
I do think that comes with age, because I can remember, I didn't always feel this way. I always react. I remember when I was younger, I reacted
Yeah.
more
Well, I think you
than
do.
I do now. But I think you
With
finally
age
start
comes
realizing
wisdom.
it does. It really does. It really does.
Yeah.
So,
So,
so
wow.
we hope this helped you guys. If you're feeling like we were feeling, and if you need someone to talk to, we're always here.
Yep. Yep. And we hope you have a great rest of your Wellness Wednesday and we will see you next week. Have fun and live young. All right. Bye-bye.
Yep. All right. See ya. And I gotta